Once, during a television interview, Mother Teresa was faced with a heckler who said, "You love the poor, that's fine, but how about the immense riches of the Vatican and of the Church?" Mother Teresa's reaction was typical. She looked straight at the interviewer and said,
"Sir, you are not a happy man. Something is eating you. You don't have any peace within you."
At that, he wilted, and she just continued to make him writhe.
"You should have some faith.
"And how do I get faith?" he asked.
You should pray.
She replied, "But I can't pray."
Then, I'll do it for you. But on your part, you should try to give the people around you a smile. A smile touches other people. It brings some of the reality of God into our lives.
Hello, it's me again, Mr. Ko. I'm here to interpret yet another story. This time, however, it's the story of Mother Teresa. So, when you heard the story about Mother Teresa, there was a little bit of analogy between the parable of the landowner and Mother Teresa's story with the news interviewer. Yung similarity sa kanila is that they have the same point. What is the point, you might wonder? The point is that in the parable of laborers, everyone is invited to the kingdom of God. Same as Mother Teresa's story, no one is left behind. If you have faith in the God, part ka sa eternal salvation na. Kaya si Mother Teresa, persistently, she prayed for the newscaster who was doubtful, who lacked faith. But Mother Teresa, she didn't lack. She had ample faith. She had great faith, in fact. Great faith for herself and great faith for the newscaster. It doesn't need to be that hard to have faith in God. Just follow Mother Teresa's example, and all shall be okay. Once again, Mr. Ko, the interpreter, thank you for listening. There was a school psychologist who was giving an intelligence test to a group of 8-year-old children. He took a map of the world from a magazine, tore it up into pieces, and handed it to a boy. After only a few minutes, the map was assembled. The teacher exclaimed,
"Wonderful! How do you do it so fast and so well?"
You see,
he replied,
there was a big picture of a man on the other side of the map. If you get the man straightened out, the world will come out all right.
"Oh hi, it's me again, Mr. Ko, and yet another interpretation awaits. This time, the second story, about the child who assembled the map in just a few minutes. I honestly, I can't even assemble a map in an hour, and this child did it in a matter of minutes. What the story forgot to say is that this child wasn't the brightest in his class. In fact, the story left out the detail that this kid was a special kid. And yet he was able to assemble a world map, imagine. All those continents and countries, he assembled in minutes. So what does this story have any relation to with the parable of the laborers? Laborers who took a longer time to work thought that they deserved more reward. Logically, if you're an employer, yes. But in the eyes of God, everyone is equal. Everyone would get the salvation of God. Same with the kid. Since everyone saw him in the human context, seeing him as a special child, no one could ever even imagine the idea of him creating the puzzle within minutes. But the kid had everyone laugh. He saw the puzzle a different way. Which way? We all know how he saw everything in God's view. And he got the reward just like everyone else would. The reward was solving a puzzle. He got the reward just like everyone else would eventually get. Except he got it in a faster way. Why? Because he saw things in God's view. And so that leaves us something to ponder about. Love one another, serve one another, and live life according to God. And this has been another interpretation of Mr. Ko.
So ano F4? Naintindihan nyo na ba ako after nung interpretation at explanation ko, pati yung parable? Naintindihan nyo na ba ako?
Oo, nakuha ka na namin.
Ikaw yung
Okay, okay. Sige, magbati-bati na nga kayo. Seryoso ka na miya.
Sorry,
Sorry kayo kay Dre.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Bait talaga ni Lord.
Thanks, bro!
Thank you very much for coming out this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're far too kind. Hold your applause. This is your song, not mine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hold your applause. For I just